You probably expected a lot of things to happen tonight, but probably not that.
Yeah, no, tough start for us. Well done to the Bulls. Clinical performance from them, and not so from our side. So, 2 weeks ago, they made all the mistakes, and we capitalised on that. And tonight we made all the mistakes, and they put us to bed. So, very good performance from them.
Just to put it out of the way, did the delay, the traffic, all that make any difference?
Yeah, no, look, we're not going to look at that as an excuse. We just we didn't deliver today that what we had hoped. We won't look for excuses outside. We've got to look at and congratulate the Bulls on a very good performance. And like I said, it's a tough start for us, but we'll have to pick up the pieces for next week.
Pieces, especially the lineouts, must be a bit concerned.
Yeah, frustration. It was a frustrating performance in Cape Town 2 weeks ago, and once again, you can't play at this level without possession, and we had no possession in the first half, and the game was pretty much done. After half time, whatever the score, 28-3. So it was tough for us to come back. Probably the only positive for us was our scrum. I felt that we did have them under pressure. Probably deserved a little bit more at scrum time, but certainly our line-out didn't function, and they contested the hell out of us, and well done to them. And we just couldn't build any phases. So overall, as I say, if I look at the Bulls' performance in every aspect, they delivered on, and therefore the result was what it was.
Were you surprised at the kicking game?
Yeah, I thought their kicking game was good. I think that's not surprised. I think I said it earlier in the week in Cape Town that one thing Puerto has brought back is some of the traditional values of Bulls rugby, and their contestable kicking game was excellent. I felt that Pollard took control. Once they'd built up that lead, he started to control things excellently in the second half, and they just kept on putting us under pressure there. So. That's something that we knew it was coming, but fair play to them, they executed really well.
How do you handle this? Do you see it just as an off day, or did you have a good pre-season build?
Yeah, and that's the way we're going to see it. Look, like I said, it was a clinical performance from them, and not so much for us. And we made too many mistakes. We couldn't get any possession, so it certainly was an off day. It's not gonna keep us down. We like you said, we had an excellent pre-season, so we certainly came to this game with a lot of confidence, regardless of who was selected for this game. We certainly came up here with the intention to win, and we felt that we could. So it's a setback, but we're gonna have to pick ourselves up. It's there's some work to be done, but it's an off day, and lots of teams have lost, the first round and gathered the pieces and have performed well. So, we got to take heart in that.
Losing Sia, did that make any difference in the game?
Yeah, of course. When you lose your inspirational leader, it does. Sia is our captain, and he leads by example. So for him to go early, I felt that he got off to a great start. He put in a great hit on Luat Diago, got us the turnover. And I thought we were in it there, but so he got a finger in the eye, and he couldn't continue, so it was a shame to lose him.
And where does Roscoe's performance stand?
Yeah, good. His first Super Rugby game, I think, and scored a nice little try in the beginning. He had to work hard to get that try, and then obviously his second try was excellent. A great inside ball from Warwick Galant. We overfolded, and they exploited us on the inside there. So, a great performance from him.
You made mention of 2 weeks ago the Bulls were the team that made the mistakes. Obviously it was a warm-up game, and we hear a lot of down talking by some coaches about it's only a warm-up game. How important was that game compared to today?
How
important
was that game?
Yeah.
No, it's not important now. We've lost this game now, so it's for us, we played a young squad against them that Sunday, and we did fairly well. I think what they did was they certainly analysed that game, and therefore warm-up games are important. But I felt that they analysed that game and they realised that they were conceding too many penalties, and I think that they did again tonight. They conceded too many penalties, and if we were probably on a little bit of form, we could have maybe have hurt them a little bit more, but we weren't. And then they conceded too many turnovers, and I think that they tightened up their game, and therefore the kicking game was an important role for them today. They were able to retain possession and put our set piece under immense pressure. So I think they drew valuable lessons out of that warm-up game in terms of the way they played us tonight.
There's been obviously a lot of reports about off-field stuff at Providence over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm going to ask you that. Did that have any effect on tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to say no, and I'm going to say that we're a tight group and we're not going to worry about what's happening off the field. It's important. The players, we can have a built-in excuse system for anything that's going on, and we're certainly not going to do that. So it's an off day. We'll gather the pieces and get up again on Monday.
Lions next week. It's also another tough one. It's
Yep.
a tough start to the competition.
It is, it's 3 derby matches in a row, and 2 of them are away. So it is, and we haven't beaten the Lions. Well, no South African team has beaten the Lions in some time. But I know our boys will be up for it, and this one hurts, and that's not a bad thing.
Do you read the riot act on Monday?
Sorry?
Do you read the riot act on Monday? Or is
Well, I think it's way too early for that, to be honest, Brenden. It's first game, so as I said, we didn't expect this to happen, but we've got some guys coming back next week, which is positive. There are 5 or 6 guys up for selection, and it's certainly too early for that. For us, it's about a bit of damage control now, and getting the guys up and really keen for next week.
But what happened to your Marvel kit today? When you guys was wearing your Marvel kit on the bodies? The Thor kit?
Oh,
What
no.
happened to it today?
No, we wore the black jersey today, yeah.
Is there a reason why?
No, there's no reason. Hey?
Sorry, good afternoon.
How are you?
Why exactly are you guys not wearing
Because we
this?
thought the deal was you wear your Marvel kits for all your...
No, look, that's got to do with marketing. It's got nothing to do with me.
Speak, I've got so many questions, but my colleague is saying it's only 2 questions. I've missed you guys so much, and I've got so many questions.
I've missed you too, Percy.
And it seems like my former colleagues, keeping you busy in Cape Town.
He is.
Robbie, can I just ask you this? 2 questions. I promise just 2 questions. As much as you've said you guys are not concerned about off-field matters,
Yeah.
I'm going to put it to you that for the next week at least, you guys can get a lot of columns again, pieces about off-field stuff that impacted on your performance on the field. So is it really impacted you as a coach and your leadership, your players, what's happening in the board?
Percy, I'm going to say no again. So we've got to look after ourselves. So whatever happens off the field stays off the field. We've got to just focus on what we've got to do. So
Can I?
That's enough. Thank you very much.
thank you very much, Percy.
Thank you.